Catus, Maximus here. Not a particularly interesting video. Maybe not any of my videos are that interesting. Only paid $7 for this PT, Performance Tool Hydraulic Valve Lifter Tool. Primarily used on V8 engines where you have the long push rods. So in order to get the hydraulic lifters out, it's not like on any type overhead cam engine where you can just grab onto them. You have to reach down that bore. And so what this does is it reaches down, and then it has this push rod here, spreads those two little tangs apart, and that catches a little lip inside it so you can go ahead and extract it out. So a pretty rare tool, especially these days, although push rod V8s, surprisingly enough, are still made by manufacturers just way too long ago. So besides just getting that because it was pretty cheap and I was buying it from that part of that collection of PT tools from that going out of business sale, I thought it might be handy in a few situations where I've dropped some items and the standard type of grabber tools just weren't able to get a hold of what I needed to. And so I thought this might actually come in handy as a grabber tool. If you drop a nut and it's in a particular situation where you can only get on the inside of it, you can use this tool to actually press and then use it as a grabber. It also works in some situations to grab sockets. Unfortunately, it's only like 1/2 inch or larger, where if you have to go on the inside, you can push it in and then be able to retrieve it. So this is definitely going to be a real short video because there just isn't else a lot to talk about. They did spot weld the two tangs here. There were a couple on the shelf, and one of them actually was pretty uneven, so I did want to point that out. But this tool has been on the shelf for quite some time. This is copyright 1995, so 25 years. But even 25 years ago, it has been a tradition with these special tools for, for a performance tool with the special tools to put instructions on the back. So I do appreciate that. And the lifetime warranty, well, 25 years later, performance tool is still around. So at least the warranty would have been valid when we bought it all that time ago. Otherwise, this is just a super basic kind of specialty tool, but it may have some certain applications in other scenarios which can make it handy. Even if you will never use this on V8 hydraulic valve lifters, there may be other types of lifters or components that you can use it in, as well as being able to actually bend these tangs out further and into different shapes where you could still use this little rod as an expander and make it kind of customize it for whatever your application is. And then it does have a nice rounded handle in the back. So it is for something that's primarily made out of sheet metal. I thought that's actually kind of a nice touch. And the fact that they use a square here, I think that's just a little bit interesting. I'm not exactly sure why they chose a square over a rod. Probably just because it holds in a little bit more securely, because there's more friction on a flat surface than there would be on a round surface. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing and commenting. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.